Dana, I always appreciate you taking the time. I know you're a busy guy, got a lot going on. It's been a very crazy week. In particular, I just want to start out and get your thoughts on, what's going on with Cyborg.
First of all, I don't have this horrible relationship with Cyborg. Things were said before she came into the UFC, but I think we've covered that, and her and I have put that type of stuff behind us. But the stuff that's being said now, I was in the gym yesterday, and Outside the Lines story was absolutely ridiculous. Completely taken out of context. In context, the way that everything happened in the old days with Cyborg, this started in 2012 when she tested positive for using steroids by the California State Athletic Commission. In 2014, Cyborg did an interview with Kevin Iole where she admitted to cheating and taking steroids. So then in April of 2014, Iole then did an interview with Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey said, I don't care if she injects horse semen into her eyeballs, I'll still fight her. I'm not speaking for the rest of the 135-pound division. I'm just speaking for myself. Then Ronda said, that woman has taken so many drugs that she's not a woman anymore, she's an it. So then once she said that, I was doing a media scrum after a fight. Again, this is in 2014. And I was asked about Ronda's comments, about what Ronda had said about Cyborg. The media was asking me if I thought it was insensitive, and wanted me to, comment on it. And I said, listen, this is the fight business. Mean things are said. Ronda and Cyborg had been going back and forth saying a lot of things about each other. And the fact of the matter was that Cyborg did cheat, and she did take steroids. She took the same performance-enhancing drug that Ben Johnson won the Olympics with, okay? It's a very dangerous steroid that she was on. And you're talking about a time when we were trying to clean up the sport. Then the comment, they were asking me about Cyborg, and I said to the media, guys, did you see her at the MMA awards? Did you not think she was on steroids? She got up to get her award, and she walks up the stairs, and I was saying that she looked like Vanderlei Silva in a dress. What I meant was she had the same physique as Vanderlei Silva. Then 1 month later, Vanderlei Silva evades a drug test and gets a 3-year suspension from the sport. First of all, I never came out and bullied or said anything about Cyborg. I was asked a question by the media. So now for, hacks to throw up, a 15-second clip of me saying that's completely taken out of context. And we talked about this, Cyborg and I, before she came into the UFC. And let's not forget, we signed her in 2015 to a deal with Invicta, then brought her into the UFC in 2015. It's 2019. What is this narrative? Where is this coming from? It is an absolute smokescreen to not fight Amanda Nunes. So some of the problems that we faced with the whole Cyborg, what everybody's forgetting here, is when she got busted for steroids, most of these women didn't want to fight her. To the point where Germaine de Randamie, who was the 145-pound champion, basically came out with a statement saying, this is about principle. This woman doesn't represent what the sport is about. And, out of principle, I won't fight her for $1 million. So these are some of the internal things that we were facing bringing in an athlete like Cyborg.
But you did it anyway. You took a chance on her and supported her career in Invicta.
We brought her in, and we're considering a possible matchup with Ronda Rousey. We bring in whoever is perceived to be the best. And while Cyborg was here, we signed her in 2015. It's 2019. She was drug tested many, many times while she was here. So, we made sure she was a clean athlete, performing against other clean athletes so that the playing field was completely level. But even though that was the case, you still had women like Germaine that out of principle refused to fight her. What's funny is in 2017, Cyborg came out and said that Germaine was scared. That's why she wouldn't fight her. She was claiming that she was scared. You know, now she has all these problems with me saying, well, I don't think Cyborg wants to fight Amanda Nunes. And I don't blame her for not wanting to fight Amanda Nunes when she actually said Jermaine was scared, when Jermaine is saying, I won't fight this woman out of principle because she's a cheater and she doesn't belong here. So this whole thing was completely taken out of context. And for Cyborg to say that I'm the one that was bullying her, it's completely not true. Everything was taken out of context. And I was actually responding to reporters asking me, you know, what did I think about what these other women were saying about Cyborg? And the way that I look at it is, my job as a promoter is to put on the best fights with the best fighters in the world for the fans and for myself and for the company. I did that. I got Amanda Nunes and Cyborg together and they fought. And we answered the question, who is the best female fighter on earth? It took 51 seconds of the first round to find out. Now, I tried to make the rematch. Cyborg can say whatever she wants. I have this all documented. We have this all documented. This is a real company, and we document everything that we have. She wanted to fight Cindy Danois or Pam Sorensen. And I told Cyborg, we don't make those fights here. That's not what we're doing. You're gonna fight Amanda Nunes. And there was a huge back and forth that went on forever. And then finally she agreed. And she ended up fighting Amanda Nunes, and we saw how that fight ended. Now, there's all this talk right now about, you know, I'm trying to devalue her.
Saying I'm scared of fight Amanda Nunes, saying I don't want to fight her. This is liar, because I text him after the fight saying I want the rematch. And this is don't help me growing my brain. This is damage my brain. And for me keeping you working for one promotion, I don't want somebody damage my brain. I want you growing together. And because this we're gonna have to take a little time and see what's gonna be better for me.
All this other bullshit that she's putting out there, again, to avoid a fighting Amanda Nunes. Message received, I get it. I'm gonna release her from her contract. I will not match any offers. She is free and clear to go to Bellator or any of these other organizations and fight these easy fights that she wants. Done. Done deal. I will literally today have my lawyer draft a letter to her team that she is free and clear to go wherever she wants. We're out of the Cyborg business.
Do you feel like all of this came to a head in the last couple of days strictly because of contract and some sort of a negotiation strategy on her camp's part?
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but bad strategy.
Yeah.
I don't hate Cyborg, and I'm not trying to, you know, destroy Cyborg. All this craziness that she's talking. You know how many fighters I've dealt with over the years, people that I really didn't like Tito? Tito doesn't like me, and I don't like Tito. And we haven't, and we didn't. But we still got fights done. We still did business.
When you were talking about how you've had issues, contentious relationships, whatever you want to call it, with other fighters, you know, I was thinking about when Amanda had to pull out last minute, and there was a moment there where she was frustrated at, you know, some of the reaction that you had over that.